I'm just a guy that came out of East LA, that arrived here in 1990. And I found some good people to work with, and I feel blessed to have played a role. As I look back, I have very much appreciated the early work that we did, the vision work, the leadership and staff, and now it's a tremendous organization, and that makes me very proud to be one of those early voices.
Ray was just always firm and consistent in his commitment to social justice. I'm getting a little emotional. His belief in the power of Latinas, Latinos, Latinx was just unshakable. I remember the very first meeting that Ray called to bring all of us together that were working with the Latino community, and said, you know, you're all going to come sit in this room and figure out how to work together and share information. And that didn't sound like a big step, but it was big. And that, over the years, led to this amazing organization called Latino Network.
And this video that we're making, Ray, is going to outlive all of us in this room. What is your word of wisdom? What is your advice?
As a community that has economic needs, who have health needs, who are under-resourced, let's say, it requires then an organization such as a network to not only give voice, but to demonstrate unity, political action. It requires high expectations and a commitment to excellence that is throughout the organization, shared with our community, and kind of practiced daily, and not settling for easy way out or easy solutions.
Every year, Latino Network gives out an Aguila Award to individuals or organization or business that has made a contribution to fighting for social justice and equity across the state. This year, we lost Ray España, a community member who not only represents exactly what the Aguila Award is about, but was a founding member of Latino Network. And we felt that it was important to honor his memory and to also enhance the meaning of the award by changing the name to the Ray España Aguila Award. We felt that there was no better way to honor him and to really show the strength of what the Aguila Award means, because of all of the fighting and social justice and equity work that he has done over the years. He was a founder of the organization, and we felt that that was a really good way to honor him, and also to continue to honor future Ray España Aguila Award honorees.
I remember sitting in front of my computer, spring of 2020, and seeing a flurry of emails from Reina Lopez, Adriana Miranda, Rico Lujan Valerio, and thinking to myself, wow, these guys are really stepping up to address the needs of our community in this pandemic. And I think we all knew that federal and state funds would not be flowing to some of the most vulnerable members of our community. What happened next truly amazed us all and continues to support those in greatest need in our community. From that small core team, we now have an incredible, huge coalition. 100 members in the coalition, 26 navigating organizations, hundreds of navigators actively helping folks get connected to the resources of the Oregon Worker Relief Fund. This coalition raised more than $105 million. Since its launch, the fund has now distributed $77 million directly to individuals, businesses throughout this pandemic, and continues to get resources out to those that need it most. But equally important to the dollars that have been distributed is the change in reality that this group has made to now the state and federal governments knowing with utmost certainty that any crisis relief must include undocumented folks. The Oregon Worker Relief Fund has alleviated suffering for so many in our community. It has been a literal lifeline. Food, medicine, shelter costs, among so many other costs that people have had to face during this crisis. And all this is due to these three people: Reina, Adriana, Rico. Put so many hours, so much time and blood and sweat and tears into making this happen. We at Latino Network are so proud and honored to honor you, Adriana, Reina, and Rico with the Rey España Aguila Award for creating the Oregon Worker Relief Fund.
It's very challenging to explain to people that the vast majority of our immigrant and undocumented community has no access to unemployment insurance benefits, even though they pay $81 million in taxes every single year. But these are our neighbors, our child care workers, right? Our babysitters. These are the folks working in construction. These are the folks working at the restaurants that feed us, housekeepers.
What can we do for a population that just continues to live in the shadows even during this time of pandemic? And so we really just blitzed it for a whole weekend, came up with the structure that is now the Oregon Worker Relief Fund. And it certainly is bigger than we thought it would be.
We knew that we had to create a system that was accessible, that was not going to allow for anything to be a barrier to accessing it, including immigration status, including language barriers, including digital barriers.
Oregon Worker Relief has been one of the most single transformative things that has happened for the community in Oregon for as long as I can remember. It is the largest thing of its kind in the nation. And it does work on a scale that formerly was unimaginable. It has not only changed lives, it has saved lives.
And as soon as the first checks and money started being released, hearing the community, hearing from them how that one check, they were able to buy groceries.
Absolutely. I think one of the best things throughout this whole experience was just seeing the impact that it had to the community. Whether it was a Facebook message to the group about the difference that the money made for their family, the stability that it brought during this time to them, it means everything.
It's amazing what just 1 month can do for a family. It's amazing what just one chance, one opportunity can change the trajectory of someone's life.
It's amazing to see Latino Network honor Adriana, Reina, and Ricardo. I think they are all pillars of our community. All three of them have, stepped up to the plate and really led with their values, led with compassion, led with grace, and really stepped up when our community needed them the most.
This really innovative program came from these three individuals. If you know them, you know why. They're creative. They don't take no for an answer. They don't just navigate systems, they push them and change them. We need people with this lived experience to be at the front lines of innovative programs and projects such as this. We need these architects of social answers to long-standing problems to be there and to be seen and heard and engaged.
My family is from Mexico. My roots are farm worker roots, and really what drove us here was to continue to seek a better life for our family.
I am an immigrant myself. I am a DACA recipient. My family's undocumented.
I'm an immigrant, across the border from Mexico to the United States when I was 4 years old with my family. It gives me a whole deal of gratitude and appreciation for my parents and all the work that they did to get us through a country, to offer us a world of possibilities, and to be able to give back to my community in this way is, I don't have words. I think it's the best award I'll ever receive.